Don't get me wrong, it's hard to finesse if you're like completely incompetent. But at the same time, there are a lot of very average people who are just like really good mates with the boss or like go to the pub with them, play sports with them, who just seem to always be thriving, always being promoted. Meanwhile, there are people who
Interesting.
are like extremely exceptional who aren't playing the game. You know, they're just like going home in the evenings. They're not doing the social stuff. They're not like bigging up people in power. You know, they're not like laughing at their jokes. They're not puffing up their egos. And then those people just kind of stay stagnant.
Is it possible that the smaller the company, it's actually about not even who's the hardest worker or best self promoter, it's about who's the most effective. And then as you go up the ladder in terms of like scale, you're working at an Amazon, whatever, yeah, self promotion plays a much more massive part in terms of what you're doing and how
Signaling.
much money, yeah, how much money gets into your pocket.
I do think there's a disadvantage in this idea of like signaling and self promotion to certain types of people, because if you're like extroverted, for example, you like naturally just feel more comfortable taking up space in a meeting, taking up space at a social event, talking about how amazing you are. Also certain like cultural types, because like there are certain cultures where the way you move through the education system, you're not really encouraged to speak until you're spoken to. And then when you enter the workplace, again, the culture that you've grown up in is like, keep your head down, do the work will speak for itself. And then you're competing with maybe more of like a US centric work culture where people are happy to take up airtime uninvited and people are really good at promoting themselves and talking about themselves.